Most people who visit the door to hell stand at the rim. They feel the heat, they hear the roar, they watch the flames from the edge and take their photographs and leave. One man went in. In 2013, Canadian explorer George Karunis descended on a rope into the burning crater, past the rim, past the walls, past the point where the heat becomes unbearable, and reached the floor, surrounded by active flames, in a crater that had been on fire for over 40 years. And what he found at the bottom changed the scientific conversation. George Karunis is a storm chaser and explorer, someone who has built a career out of going to places most people avoid. Tornadoes, active volcanoes, the most severe weather systems on Earth. When he heard about the Darvaza crater, he didn't see a spectacle. He saw a scientific question nobody had answered. What was actually happening on the floor of that crater? Had anything survived down there, in the heat, in the gas-rich environment, in the conditions that should by all logic be completely hostile to life? Nobody knew, because nobody had been down there to look. Karunis decided to find out. The preparation took months. The primary challenge was heat, not just the air temperature, but radiant heat from the flames and from the crater walls, which absorb and re-radiate energy. A specialized suit was developed, capable of withstanding temperatures that would destroy conventional protective equipment. The descent system was another problem. Standard rope equipment degrades rapidly in extreme heat. Specialized hardware had to be sourced. The anchor points above the rim had to be positioned carefully. Too close and the heat would compromise the rigging. The team also had to account for gas composition. The environment was not simply hot, it was chemically complex. Breathing apparatus had to be capable of filtering gases at elevated temperatures without mechanical failure. The planning was exhaustive. If something went wrong at the bottom, there was no quick rescue, no simple extraction. When Karunis finally went over the rim, the heat hit immediately. The suit protects you, but you feel the pressure. The noise at the bottom is entirely different. The roar is all around you. The flames are close enough to feel individually. The floor is cracked rock. Gas seeps up through every fissure. The rock itself is hot enough to feel through the suit. Standing next to the flames is an experience that bypasses rational thought. Something ancient in the brain wants to leave. He did not leave. He collected soil samples from multiple points, working methodically, quickly. The samples came with him. Back in the laboratory, they were analyzed. They contained bacteria, living bacteria, extremophile organisms, microbes that have evolved to survive in conditions that would kill virtually everything else on Earth. High heat, gas-rich atmosphere, low oxygen. Something was alive at the bottom of the door to hell. Extremophile research is one of the most active frontiers in astrobiology, the study of whether life could exist on other worlds. Moons like Europa and Enceladus, volcanic environments on Mars. These are environments where temperatures differ radically. Every time we find life in an extreme environment, in acid pools under Antarctic ice, it expands our understanding of where life is possible. The door to hell, it turns out, is not entirely hostile. Something lives there, thriving in conditions that would kill a human. George Karunis answered the question, "Is anything alive down there?" The answer was, yes. Subscribe, because the most extraordinary discoveries are made by the people willing to go somewhere everyone else stopped at the edge of.